My name is Keegan. Essentially, I'm one half of Peace and Harmony. My wife is absolutely amazing. She's preparing for our baby right now, and she's about due here in a few weeks, so, it's just me at the moment. And Peace and Harmony is a studio here in Orange County, California. We offer many ways at looking at ourselves. Our goal is to essentially help people remind themselves of how powerful they are, how infinite they are, and that we can heal ourselves together with our mind and with our body. And we incorporate that through different practices, through incorporating the mind, the body, and our soul. We do different practices like sound bath and sound healing. We do meditative practices. We do breath work, which is essentially bringing a consciousness and awareness to our breath, to our being, to our spirit. I like to believe that our breath is our connection to spirit. And in doing so, and bringing consciousness and awareness to our breathing, we can tap into other levels of consciousness and awareness. We can shed traumas and insecurities and doubts and things that are no longer serving us on this journey. And we can come into an awareness and beingness of expressing, because a lot of us hold and we stifle. We're taught to not express. We're taught to not express who we are. I feel like this journey for me has been, and this may sound odd, but multiple lifetimes. And I'm coming into the awareness now that I have been here before. And my life in this vessel that we call Keegan, I went through a lot of things growing up. I was raised strict Roman Catholic, so being indoctrinated into the religious, ways of life, and through Catholicism, I was conditioned in my mind to believe certain things about the world, about God, and it confused me. It confused me, for me personally, and that's just my experience with that particular religion, and I found an outlet through using substances. And from the time that I was 15 years old to the time I was 25, 26 years old, I used a lot of different substances as a way to escape, as a way to self-medicate who I was and who I didn't want to be and who I thought I should be, all based on all of these outside things that were outside of me, outside of my being. See, I was using, it doesn't even matter what substance, because I can use money and women and people, and it doesn't matter. I have come to find out that the substances that I was using was just a symptom of who I was, my being at the time, which was sick. I was sick, confused, and broken, and I was trying to fill this hole inside of my being that could only be filled with, in my personal opinion, something that is not of this realm. And that's God for me, and God can be anything. But what had happened was I was heavily involved in a program known as Alcoholics Anonymous. And AA completely saved my life, and the men in that program completely, changed my life. They taught me how to look at things a different way, look at my part, look at the fact that there's certain behaviors in my life that are not serving me. They're bringing me the same thing, suffering, pain, feeling of incompleteness. When I'm trying to engage in these behaviors thinking that they're making me feel better, they're driving me further away from source. So with that type of community around me, looking and being conscious and aware of my behavior, that drove me deeper into my meditative practice. And in the last 2 years, we all know, with all of this craziness, with the people getting sick and all of that, and everything shut down, and my sponsor passed away right before all of that due to some events, and I was lost. I was lost and broken. I was lost and broken, and I didn't have an excuse of using drugs and abusing drugs and alcohol as the reason that I was lost and broken. So I had hit a bottom, or a level of depression and insecurity and unwholeness, essentially, at that time, that I was looking for a way out, and it wasn't going to be through using drugs and alcohol. And I found a community of people that were bringing awareness to their beingness on a deeper level than the community I was already a part of. And in this community, some things started happening to me, and essentially I like to say that I was activated. I was activated, and I was brought closer to my higher power, to my God, to my being. And I started receiving communication from other beings like the angels from other dimensions, and they were guiding me and telling me that everything that I had done in my life, and up until this point, I had worked as a personal trainer, as a master trainer at a few gyms. I had a heavy involvement in personal training. I was heavy into bodybuilding for a long time. And, in these last 2 years, I completely changed and went into a different direction when all the gyms and everything closed. I started practicing martial arts. I started practicing Qigong, different forms of meditation, different forms of energy work. And all through these things that were happening, I remembered who I was and why I'm here. And I'm simply here to just share the loving vibrations that are channeled through me, through the instruments that I play here, and through just being here and holding a safe and sacred space so that we may heal and recognize our own true potential. You see, because we can stand on our own 2 feet, we don't need anybody else to tell us who we are. Only we can tell us who we are. And I feel that is why I'm here, to help remind us of our powerfulness from love, from the heart center, not from this ego mind that causes confusion and separation, but back to a sense of oneness. So, thank you.